very, very popular. It's worth $1,000. The characteristic American fan. Do you hear the activity? It's rare, and that's why I'd buy it. You gotta be quick. Is it free? It's the Precious Moments Gravy Boat. If you can't tell the difference, I have a lead testing kit. Wow, that's cheap, $75. Has its original ribbon, is a piece of Lennox. When you run your hand over it, the bicentennial is hot now. I'm Dr. Lori. I'm at the largest Goodwill Thrift Store in the country in Seattle, Washington. I'm going to show you what to walk by, and I'm going to show you what to buy. It's a piece of Corningware with the cornflower blue pattern, very, very popular. This one is the second reintroduction of that particular pattern for Corningware. Do you have a piece and you don't know which one you've got? You want me to help you? You can send a picture to my website. For $5.99, this piece is worth $60. I'd buy that. The Noritake platter here is obvious because of this band. This one has the Noritake mark on it. They want $14.99 for it. I'd buy that. It's worth $50. And this piece is one you may not recognize off the top. You might be surprised. It's the Precious Moments Gravy Boat. Yes, they not only made figurines, they also made dinnerware. Here's your Precious Moments mark that you're looking for. There's no price tag, but it's worth $25. A couple of hints for you when you're in the thrift store. You see these pieces of masking tape? Well, they were covering the lid, which was here, which now has miraculously, mysteriously left. This particular piece is a piece of Pyrex. You can see the Pyrex mark right there. What do they want for it? They want $14.99. I'd buy that. It's worth $20. It's rare, and that's why I'd buy it. Milk glass punch bowl. Most of you are saying, I don't care about a punch bowl. The glasses, the cups aren't too much value, but the bowls are used for centerpieces all the time. $24.99 is what they want for all of it. It's a typical American manufacturer based on the grape leaf design. Very popular. What's it worth? $65 with the cups. Right here is a nice bowl with a scalloped edge, and of course the characteristic American fan here that you see at the bottom. So I like this, it's quite thick. What I like better are thinner cobalt glass pieces like these. This bowl is a thinner cobalt glass. See how thick this is? See how thin this is? Harder to make this and not have it get damaged in production. That's why this is more valuable. They want $5.99 for. Retail value on that for one is $10. And there are two here. This piece you should recognize just from the shape. How am I going to recognize it from the shape? Look at those lines. Those lines are when you say, oh, I know I have Fiesta. And there it is, even with the lead-free mark by Homer Laughlin. This is an early piece of Fiesta. If you can't tell the difference, I have a lead testing kit that you can get here that you can tell whether or not the stuff is lead or lead-based or lead-free. And you know what? They only want $1.99. Value on that, $10. That's a rare piece. This piece is a piece of Noritake. It's newer Noritake. This piece doesn't have a label on it, so I don't know, is it free? It would be worth about $4. This piece here is a piece of Lennox. You should be able to tell Lennox just by the decoration and the characteristic gilding around it. I also gave you a little lift here. You can see that it's Lennox. Remember, sometimes the labels are on them, so you have to just carefully do that. They want $2.99. What's it worth? $20. Mid-20th century glass and sterling silver stenciled footed bowl. Wow, that's cheap. $6.99 is what they want for that. It's worth $60. The milk glass serving dish with the concentric elements of hearts all the way around. Very popular design. Everybody made it. They want $14.99 for it. I'd buy that. It's worth $30. Got to know when to sell something too. The bicentennial is hot now because 2026 is coming, and that, of course, is another anniversary of the founding of our country. With, of course, the candle holder. They want $12.99 for it. I'd buy this. They're worth $25, going to be worth $50 each. Oh, it's tinging. It sounds beautiful. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Nonsense, you people who are tinging things. This is a cheap piece of glass. It's not crystal. You might think it sounds good, but it's not crystal. Crystal, you should all recognize it. This is crystal. This is a beautiful piece, a cross-note piece, which is obviously marked. Clear and weighty. That's what you're looking for with crystal. It's $7.99 is what they want for it. It's worth $70. I want to compare it to this piece, which is a piece of Pyrex glass. You can see the Pyrex mark in it. Look at the blue rim, and look at how you have a sharp crystal element. That's how you're going to know the difference between crystal and a baking dish that has a blue rim. That's actually glass. So know the difference. The Pyrex dish, they want $2.99 for it. What's it worth? 10. This piece just came out onto the floor. They just brought it out and put it here almost right in front of me. This piece is made in Korea, and this piece is hand built. You can see it there. Look at the Celadon glaze color. They only want $2.99 for it. This piece is worth $75. It's gorgeous. Full leather saddle. You're not walking by this. With, of course, you've got your stirrup. It even has, of course, the person's name on it who used to own it. They want $79.99 for it. It's worth $1,000. Now, the other thing that happens in these stores is people hide stuff, and they hide stuff because they're going to come back and get it. This is something somebody hid in this saddle that they're going to come back and get, because this is your Starbucks collectible mugs, and a lot of people collect them all over the country. I was actually in Florence, Italy, and people were going to collect them. $14.99, so they know what they have here. Retail value on this is $25. I'd buy that. Disney plates, always collectible. They're contemporary. They're not all that old, but that's not the point. They're collectible, and that's why they're valuable. They want $14.99 for them, and retail value on these are $30 each. I'd buy these. I tell you what to buy, and I leave it here for you. You gotta be quick. The person behind me, after I did the segment, said, I'm taking those plates, and they're gone. This piece is beautiful porcelain. It's Limoges. You can tell from the design, you can tell from the gilding on the handles. Do you know that it's not a gravy boat? It's a sauce boat. Remember, bordelaise, béarnaise, other sauces. Here's your mark. How much do they want for it? There has to be a price. There's no price. If this is free, you're taking it. If this is $19.99, you're taking it. This piece is worth $75. I'd buy that. Look, of course, at the way this is pressed glass. When you run your hand over it, you can not feel the cut, the sharpness of it. It's pressed glass. This is a reproduction of the early compotes from the Depression glass era. This one says $19.99 or $20. I'd have to walk by this too, because it's only worth $20. I know you look at the textiles, I want you to look at the hangers. Here's a Macy's hanger. A lot of the Macy's stores across the country are closing down, flagship stores in big cities like Seattle and Philadelphia. These hangers are what people are collecting. They're just gonna go up in value. This hanger is worth $10. Looks old-fashioned, doesn't it? I like the masking tape. The masking tape is actually better than having Scotch tape. It takes off less of the sheen. Obviously, it is a sugar bowl, and right here it says Spode. You can see that it's made in England. Notice microwave safe. That's gonna help you with respect to the Mark II, because it gives you an idea of date. This dates to the 1980s, trying to look like early 1900s. What do they want for this piece of Spode? $2.99. What's it worth? $15. This pedestal mug is milk glass. You recognize it. You all know what it is. They want $1.99 for it here. On the other side of the store, the same glass is over there, and they want $14.99 for it. There's a mistake that we just found. What's it worth? This one's worth $15. The other one I would walk by because it's priced too high. Is Syracuse China. How do I tell without looking at the mark? Look at this line all the way around. Most of them have that line. It's not a gilt, it's usually a color, and it usually relates to the speckle here. This is Syracuse China. Oh, early 20th century to mid 20th century China. $2.99. That piece is worth $12. I'd buy that. Red's the first color your eye sees. That's how your optic nerve works. This piece is San Francisco Terremoto. Terrific piece. Very thick is what you're looking for. Don't be too concerned with these particular chips. No, I don't like damage. They only want $7.99 for it. Even damaged, it's worth $40. Not damaged, $65. I'd buy that. Why am I putting it back? Because I leave it here for you. This piece, mid-century modern with roosters. The rooster is the symbol of female power. That's why we usually see a lot of roosters decorating kitchens. This is a 1950s piece, and they want $3.99 for it. Retail value on this is $10. I'd buy that. Late 20th century, look at the color. Look at the gray. It's beautiful. And the handles, which are part of the actual dish. I want to show you the mark, the ballerine mark right there. Terrific. And look at this, $1.99. What's it worth? $4. I'd buy that. Do you hear the activity? It's loud in here. This is a piece of barkwood from California. Look at the 1960s style. And you see that trying to look like a basket? That says we're getting close to the 1970s and that colonial revival look, that country look. There's your barkwood mark from California, made in the USA. These handles that are part of it are what you're looking for. They want $1.99 only for this. Retail value on that, $6. I'd buy that. This piece, of course, is a large serving bowl. You're gonna look at it and say, oh, Dr. Lori, that must be Limoges. It's gotta be a great ceramic because, again, of the flower form that I tell you when they're kind of sprays of flour. It's usually French. In this case, it's the Bavarians trying to copy the French. They only want $3.99 for this one. Retail value on on this, $25. Look at the mohair on this stuffed animal. It's very high quality. This one is made by Boyd's Bears in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Has its original ribbon. This little teddy bear, $2.99. What's it worth? $30. This chair, DIY. I mean, look at this. The paint's coming off. This was a nice chair before somebody painted it. The turned stretchers and the turned legs and the arrow back spindles. That's what you want to look for in the solid hard wood. You look at the paint job, it isn't even a very good paint job. I don't see a label on it. What was it worth before they repainted it over? About $75. What's it worth now? About $10. These are the Newport Ocean Yacht Race to Bermuda. It is $2.99. There's two of them here. They're made here by Pyramid Pottery. Limited edition plates made in Hamilton, Bermuda. Retail value on each one, $10. I'd buy these. These are Marty Bell plates. They're collectible. They're hand highlighted, so you feel a texture on them. That's what you want to look for. Here's the mark on the bottom. They want $14.99 for 3. So that's about $5 a plate. I'd buy these because they're about $10 a plate. You're getting them for half price. I found the treasures. I left them for you. There's more to come.